hello again. It is me, ValeriaAsteria, your host for this Lady Arcade's Super Showcase late night. We have, so far, raised, let's see here, let me refresh just to make sure, $1,871 in benefit of care, and we need to get that up to $2,000 by the end of this next run. It's gonna be a relatively quick one, and I was gonna say, like, maybe you want to put that money towards pushing bagels ahead of cookies, but you're already ahead of me on there. We got a $50 donation in from Field 94. Hi, Field. Who's this? Metroid Crime? Never heard of her. $10 donation says, I'm having bagels for breakfast regardless of what the outcome of this bid war is, for your information. So now bagels is $8 ahead of cookies. So if you all want to keep pushing that back and forth, that'd be cool. There's also the emoji showcase that Scala will be drawing for us. We have Paula from Earthbound and Alice from American McGee's Alice. Those are now tied, thanks to Bunya's Bun Rena. I wonder if they're related to Bodaciously Kamek. Oh yeah. Love that Bodaciously Kamek lady. She makes some pretty good stuff. I wish I was affiliated with her in any way because of how good her music is. Can't wait to see y'all on the track mode. Thank you so much for those donations. Let's keep it going, and we'll move on to our next showcase in a moment. Alright, it's time for our next showcase. We have the BigScared here. Excellent, we're in good company. And they've got us Muse Dash with a bunch of Touhou music. Touhou any percent. How you doing, Big?
Hello, I'm doing pretty great. Stoked to showcase the Danmaku gameplay with the Touhou music packs. For those of you who don't know me, I am BigScared. I'm a queer variety caster here on Twitch. I play a lot of scary games, but I also really like rhythm games. And so we're here to celebrate the duality of self. I've also got two fantastic commentators joining me. Fina, would you like to start first?
Sure. Hello, I am Fina2112, and I too also stream here on Twitch, and I am a Muse Dash enthusiast. I think I'm pretty much the reason that you got into this, right? And,
yeah, this is your fault.
I score attack at a pretty high level.
And I've also got the newest recruit to the Muse Dash community, Soulmass.
Hello, I'm Soulmass218. I am a new recruit, as Big said. I recently started playing. I'm a moderately skilled player already, and I am looking forward to Touhou mode. This is one of my favorite things in the game.
Alright, so without further ado, I have prepared a fun little playlist. It will start once we get into the track. So let's kick it off with Bad Apple in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam!
Good luck, Big!
Thank you.
First and foremost, what you should know about Danmaku mode before we begin is it essentially turns the game into Touhou itself, and you have to dodge obstacles instead of hitting notes every single time.
Yeah, the standard gameplay loop of Muse Dash is a side-scrolling beat-em-up-like game with a heavy feature of rhythm. Your goal is to knock back enemies as well as dodge obstacles. This particular gameplay loop is all about the dodging. But we also have these fun little spell cards. Would y'all like to talk about what they do?
Yeah, sure.
I was going to say they were kind of like, if you're familiar with Touhou games, bullet heck games, they have bombs that clear all of the enemies off the screen. You collect all of their energy or their money or whatever, and that's how the spell cards work in this. We're collecting these notes and P cards, and they're building up a spell meter, and you see the little stars building up on spell cards. That's how many bombs essentially we have, which when we get to some more intense parts of the songs, we can use those to clear everything off the screen and make it a little bit safer to make it through.
I just detonated one there for style points.
But we also wait until there's a lot of bullets on screen so we can get big score as well.
But unfortunately, it doesn't last very long because fever time in this particular mode is very brief. So you're only going to get a few seconds.
And here with Bad Apple, this is essentially like the easiest song in Touhou mode. So we're just giving you a feeling of what it's like. And then it's going to ramp up real quick now.
Also easing in a little bit with the Touhou songs too, as one that's super recognizable.
Unfortunately, I know it is very late in the evening, perhaps early for some of y'all. I gotta take you to math class. I'm so sorry.
I'm not complaining.
Would you say math is your superpower, Big?
It's not mine, but it is many people I know's superpower.
The whole thing about the math class for this is that Cerno, the person that's singing, her favorite number is 9. And oftentimes, in math, she'll just say, 1, 2, 9, like she's counting 1, 2, 3. Or the answer to the math problem always turns out 9.
She's perfect. So we're gonna strategically use the bombs to maximize our point gain here when we get these strings of various attacks. I'm gonna try to save them for certain patterns as they build up. If I use it here, it's not super effective. We're gonna save it for later on. Vale, we have a couple moments while we vibe here in class. If you have anything you'd like to share with the audience, now's a great time.
Yes, we in fact got another $50 donation from Anonymous that just says, more levels, please. We're making our way to that 2,000. Come on, we're less than 100 away, actually.
Let's go. Would love to see more levels.
Fina, you want to talk about the health bar and why we're using the health bot?
Yeah, actually. So, in Muse Dash, there are obstacles of various kinds, including the enemies that you can get hit by. And so there are only a certain number of hits that you can get. It's not like if you're playing, Sound Voltex or something where there's a meter on the side, or, other rhythm games which allow you to, build up health again. This is done in chunks where you have like health pickups, and we're using the health kit here because it increases the amount of invulnerability frames that we'll have, or the amount of time before we're able to take damage again, which is going to be really crucial later when it lives up to Touhou and becomes a true bullet heck on your screen in the middle of a rhythm game, which is kind of amazing.
I regret to inform you all, we're gonna jump straight into the bangers from here. I hope you've brought your dance emotes. I hope you brought your jams, because the party, it's about to start.
Yeah, show us your best dance emotes.
Put your jammies, your dances, throw it back.
Now, the fun thing about the Touhou music packs in Muse Dash is that each one has a distinct flavor to it. The first music pack was all about introducing the gameplay mode, making sure that solid fundamentals were practiced and that people really focused on precision. The second music pack was all about keeping you on your toes. And so, since this particular track is from the second music pack, it features a lot of switch-ups and bamboozlement, as I like to call it. They're trying to get ya.
And it's worth noting that these dodging the passes that Big is doing It's very actually tight windows to avoid these when they're very close together. A lot closer than it looks like Big is doing on screen. If you're actually playing, these are very tight windows to catch.
And they're deceptive too. The placement of the hitboxes and the windows of opportunity are a little bit different than the primary gameplay loop. Because these are essentially modified saw blades, but they have a different size to them, you have to approach them a little bit differently than you would normally. And the timing is a little bit delayed compared to a standard dodge.
Yeah, in the standard loop you would probably dodge a little bit early on a saw blade, but almost everything in this mode you want to dodge slightly late.
It's also worth noting that there are two different characters you can play as in the Danmaku gameplay. I've chose Reimu because her hitbox is narrower and easier to navigate. But if you play as Marissa, the trade-off for the larger hitbox is that she gets nearly double score. So if you are the type of person that craves high scores and you are chasing that dragon, she's probably the better fit for your gameplay, but it's going to cost you precision along the way. You're going to have to play better to take advantage of that. But for marathon safety, we rock the Reimu.
I find the charters of this to be very generous in their consistency. Anytime something is switching a track, your color will indicate where it's going or where it starts. So blue will always be for the bottom and red will always be on top. Because you'll see there's a lot of obstacles that switch tracks like halfway through, and you just kind of have to, you know, do one of those. Just watch them.
But it is worth noting is if you're used to the normal mode of the game, normally blue is on top and red is on bottom. So this does also mess with your muscle memory.
I got another donation over here if I can chime in for a second.
Of course, hit us with it.
We have a $4 donation from Princess Shortcake. It says, $4 for extra 4 levels in melatonin upgrade. $4 donation train, anyone? For that, and that went to Cookies. We are $75 away from 2,000, so maybe $5 would be a little more even there.
Yeah, let's get a $5 dono train going for melatonin. That'd be really lovely to see.
I'm loving all these dance emotes in chat. Let's get some more. This song's a banger.
Yeah, fuel me with your dance emotes. I need them to power the run. This end game for this particular stage is so spicy.
It really is. I love how much switching there is.
Yes!
Very
I was
nice.
worried he wasn't going to give me that. We're going to keep the vibes rolling with another high energy song. This one's one of my favorite levels. It is from an earlier music pack, so it's much more focused on precision and skill. We are going to be seeing some very shortly with some flashy bullets. And that I mean that in a literal sense. If you are not already braced for visually stimulating occurrences, I encourage you to buckle up for that.
Oh, the Eurobeat jam is so good. You can't see it, but I'm doing cat jam in my chair right now.
You can't see it, but I'm absolutely rocking.
We're all vibing so hard right now.
Is what we should be.
It's so good.
It's so good. I'm just gonna, you know, clear a path real quick. This level is just an onslaught.
Yeah, building up the spell cards and using them at the end to survive, it can be a double-edged sword if you're low on health, because when you come out of the spell card, then you might just face plant right into a saw as it appears right in front of you.
Where were the obstacles? I don't know. Good luck.
Shout out to everyone's favorite game dev. I talk about him incessantly when I play this game. Howard Y, my nemesis, and my beloved. I need you to understand that you're a menace, and I love you.
Put a 1 in the chat if you would fight Howard Y in the Arby's parking lot because of
I'm putting a
crazy
1 in
shenanigans
chat.
like this.
Putting one
I'm
in
doing
chat
it right now.
so quickly.
But like affectionately. We're not advocating any sort of.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
No. I want to challenge him to DDR. You know, that's where I'm at.
I want to
A
fight
dance
him with
fight,
the
in
most...
fact, I'm sorry, I
most-
didn't specify what fight.
So I promised you cool laser attacks, cool bullets. This is where these start to come into play. This one is an absolute vibe. So I'm going to focus. Vale, if there is anything you would like to share with the audience, now is a phenomenal time to hit us with it. We've got about 2 minutes.
Yes, I want to again push for us to get that last $75 in to reach our $2,000 stretch goal for melatonin all levels. Just add a little more on to the night before we let that melatonin kick in sleepy. Of course, we are here using money for care, first of all. That doesn't mean we can't get more gaming out of it, right?
I love gaming. All right, are you ready? Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh, no.
It's so
becoming
cute.
Touhou.
And here's the thing, I don't want to use my bombs because I want you to see how beautiful these patterns are.
And these switchbacks are so tight.
And then it goes into these immediate narrow passes. This is so... It's deceptively difficult because the song is so saccharine and sweet. Let's use some of these.
Those are my favorite.
I love Big Laser.
Yeah, I love
These
this
switching
pattern so much.
songs.
They're so tough.
It's so good. It's so satisfying.
Well done, Big.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jeez. The end of that level always makes me bite my nails.
It's so fun. All right, here's another one with some really, really fun lasers and beam attacks. Just real quick, how are we doing on our showcase time?
Looking like we've got 3 more minutes.
Beautiful.
It's also looking like we've got another $25 donation from Anonymous that says more levels. That
More
also went to
levels.
Alice from American Mickey. Alice for the emoji poll. You can get those polls back and forth as much as you want as we get to this final stretch for 2000.
Dad, do you think we can do it? I think we can do it. You
Come
said
on,
those
chat.
things.
I know we can do it.
I haven't seen very much of Melatonin, but what I want to see is all of it, so I want to see all levels. Will you please help me get there?
Yeah, we gotta keep the jams going. We gotta give the marathon enough time for our melatonin to actually kick in tonight.
I was gonna say this might objectively be the best Touhou song / remix. In my
It's
opinion.
very good. It's very good. Night of Nights is...
I'm so biased.
It's
I was
so
about to say
strong.
nice.
Yeah, I'm so biased towards Night of Nights.
And
But
look at
this might be my favorite level.
Look at that bullet pattern.
It's like you're playing Touhou itself inside of a different game. It's amazing they were able to do this.
Yeah, the versatility of Muse Dash is really cool. In addition to the standard gameplay and this particular gameplay loop, there are several different types of functional mini-games within it. There's like a boxing simulator level that's really... It's really unhinged. There's like an arcade cab mini-game. There's a Simon Says mini-game. And so the fact that they're able to replicate so many varied styles of gameplay within their silly little side-scrolling rhythm game is so cool to me. Because you wouldn't think that so much is buried in this game, but it is.
The boxing minigame specifically was their April Fool's this year, wasn't it?
Yes. The April Fool's patches are so fun. Okay, this last one will be our last song of the night. I've already teased it. It's Night of Nights. I spoiler alert, but we have to show it off. It is by far one of the most hype tracks in here, and it is all skill. So we're gonna do it. We're just gonna go right into it, and the run will be done at the end of this song.
Alright, everybody, one last chance for your dance emotes. Let's see them.
So on this Night of Nights, I just want to say real quickly, thank you so much, everyone here at Lady Arcaders, for having me. Thank you for allowing me to show off one of my favorite games. Muse Dash has a very warm and sentimental place in my heart, and I'm thrilled every time I get to show it off, especially this gameplay. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you for having my homies here. Thank you so much for raising so much money for CARE. Alright, we get a little lull here to vibe before things ramp up again. Here we go! And we did it. Alright, time's gonna be when the scorecard pops up, which will be in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time! That's the run. I have been BigScared. You can find me here on Twitch as BigScared, or around the internet as either BigScared or I'm BigScared, depending on which platform you're looking for me. You can catch me here tomorrow night doing comms on JPEG's run of Contradiction Spot the Liar. I'll also be at Flame Fatales next month, and in a wide variety of other places around the internet. I'm not hard to find. Lux, where can we find you?
You can find me at Soulmass218 here on Twitch or anywhere else on the internet. I also stream Muse here on Twitch, as well as many other games, including a lot of speedrunning. So if you'd like to follow me and see some more Muse or watch some speedruns, that's what I'll be doing. I'll also be at Flame Fatales next month running Stray, and yeah, that's what I'll be up to. Fina, where can we find you?
Same as my username that you can see on the screen there, Fina2112. And I, too, am a variety streamer, but I love doing Metroidvanias and action-adventure stuff. I do Muse Dash all the time, and I love breaking my keyboards. I've broke 3 of them since getting this game, so let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much again, BigScared, for that showcase. And everyone, we did it. We met 2,000. We have unlocked all levels in Melatonin. We have a $10 donation from Jibbles that says, "Come on, gamers, we got this." We did got this. That's grammar. We have another $10 from Fina saying, "Let's go, Night of Nights, let's go all levels, heck yeah, lass, keep up the good work." And then what finally put us over the edge is a $30 anonymous donation. Thank you all so much for those donations. Now we can chill out a little bit. You can still keep donating. These polls have been going back and forth. Cookies is up by $18 now over bagels. Alice is up over Paula by $15. But we're gonna see all of Melatonin tonight. And all of that money, this $2,000, goes to CARE. To remind us who CARE is, founded in 1945, CARE is a leading humanitarian organization fighting global poverty. CARE has more than 7 decades of experience delivering emergency aid during times of crisis, working in over 110 countries. Our emergency responses focus on the needs of the most vulnerable population, particularly girls and women. To learn more, visit www.care.org. Now we'll have Melatonin coming up very soon.